good evening. How are you enjoying your weekend? This is the Health Show, your weekly health show from Nta24, the channel that brings you news 247, your channel of choice. Today we are going to be talking about the monkeypox. Monkeypox, also known as Mpox, is a viral disease caused by the monkeypox virus, a member of the orthopox virus genus. This disease was recently declared as a public health emergency by the World Health Organization, and today's episode will be giving you advice and details about this particular disease. This program brings you up to speed with premium information about health and also about your well-being. Healthcare is of major importance to us in this country, and it's important for us to consult with people who know before we do anything, especially when the WHO is involved. Today we have a specialist in the studio that is going to discuss monkeypox with us. But before we do that, we have Miriam Gunwesh with a report on monkeypox. Take it away.
Monkeypox, also known as Mpox, is a viral disease caused by the monkeypox virus, a member of the orthopox virus genus in the family Poxviridae. It was first discovered in 1958 in laboratory monkeys, which is how it got its name. Mpox is endemic in several Central and West Africa countries, where it has been reported for decades. As of 2023, there have been over 87,000 confirmed cases of Mpox reported in more than 100 countries worldwide. The number of new cases has been declining since the peak of the global outbreak in 2022. As of mid-August 2024, Nigeria has reported 39 confirmed cases of Mpox across 33 states, including the Federal Capital Territory. Fortunately, there is no deaths report linked to Mpox in the country.
The little I understand about monkeypox is that it is a communicable disease that one can get when they come in contact with somebody that has it. That is the saliva, sweat, or anything that is, fluid, bodily fluid.
Monkeypox. I heard about monkeypox for the first time on the viral the videos and pictures on WhatsApp online. Yes, I only know that they always say the causes are contacts with people, but I don't know exactly where it's coming from.
Monkeypox is a viral disease which is transmitted from animals to human, but right now is actually from human to human, so we need to be very careful because is transmitted. Like anybody that comes around can actually get this monkeypox.
Monkeypox, I know that the disease is gotten from monkeys, and it's has some sort of reaction like pus. You see it coming out like small pus on your body. That's symptoms of it. And from how it is now, it has spread, and it can easily be gotten from rodents, and it can be transmitted from one infected person to another.
However, the World Health Organization has declared the Mpox situation as a global public health emergency. The virus is commonly found in small mammals. It is spread to human through contact with the blood and bodily fluid of an infected animal to human, or through human-to-human transmission, through respiratory droplets, close contact with an infected person, skin lesion, or contaminated materials like bedding, fever, headache, muscle aches, back pain, low energy, swollen lymph nodes, and a rash that forms blisters crossed are some of the symptoms associated with the disease. People with a weak immune system, pregnant women and children are most vulnerable to Mpox. There is no specific treatment for Mpox, as most people recover within 2 to 4 weeks without the need of treatment. Supportive care and management of the symptoms in severe cases and antiviral mediation is administered. Various countries have deployed vaccination campaign contact tracing against Mpox, particularly in high-risk population, which has been critical in controlling outbreaks. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC) has intensified surveillance efforts and put several states on high alert. Mpox remains a public health concern, especially in areas with less access to health. Remember to embrace wellness, embrace life.
Welcome back to the Health Show. That's very informative. And to shed more light on monkeypox this afternoon, it's somebody who has done a lot of work in the public health sector. He's a health specialist, and is going to give us more information about it. His name is Dr. Isaac Akunwa Egboja. Doctor, you're welcome.
My pleasure. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Salome Eferebo. I've met you already.
Okay.
So I'd like us to now go straight to, you saw what the information from the video has given us. Some people think that coronavirus and monkeypox are the same thing. How do we separate them? They are both viruses. In terms of contamination, how do you pick? How does one get monkeypox? How does one get infected?
I think those are different questions bundled together. First of all, coronavirus is not the same as Mpox. They are both caused by viruses, but the viruses are not related at all. And the clinical presentation of Mpox or monkeypox is totally different from that of COVID. In the case of Mpox, which we are interested in and which we are discussing, it starts with fever. Then a few days later, rashes will appear, usually from the face. And then it will spread to the neck, to the shoulder, to the trunk, and later on to the rest of the body. The type of rashes that that are seen in the case of Mpox look like blisters, but they are hard. And after a few days, they form pus at the tip. They form like a crust. And then they start, if you press it, it will ooze pus or water or liquid. And usually, the patient, like I said, will start with fever, will have these rashes, will become weak very rapidly. During this process, when the blisters are all over the body, if you touch that person, you stand a risk of being contaminated and therefore being infected. And let me go back and explain that it can be spread by person-to-person contact, direct skin-to-skin contact. It can be spread the type that we have here. It can be spread also by sexual contact. It can be spread by kissing. It can be spread by hugging, cuddling. If a person that is infected lies on a bed, on a bed sheet, and oozes on it, and you come and lie on the same bed sheet or use it, or a towel, or any clothing, you can get it directly from that source. Now, let me go back and explain a little bit more. This virus presents in three forms. There is clade A, clade B, or clade C, or clade 1, clade 2, clade 3. Clade 1 is not found in our own environment here. It is found around the Congo, based in the Democratic Republic of Congo, for example. And in the case of clade 1, the infection is usually from animal to human. And the mortality rate for that one is much higher. in our own environment here, which I will get into in a few minutes, we've not recorded any death yet, but over there they record about 10% of the victims or of the patients die. Okay, that's clade 1. Clade 2, which is found in West Africa, is transmitted from human to human, human to animal, and from animal to human. In other words, rodents, monkeys can transmit it to humans. And a human being can also transmit it to another human being. And a human being who has been infected, if he handles animals, he can transmit it to the animal, and that animal can transmit it back to human.
So these animals include cats,
rodents,
dogs,
mammals generally.
Yes,
mammals
our house
generally.
pets also should be.
Well, we should be careful with them.
Especially if somebody in the house has it.
Yeah,
so
we should be careful. But the ones that are known are rodents.
Rats,
squirrel, monkeys, and so on. Okay, now the type 2B, which is the third one, is the one that is found in other countries, that is circulating around globally. You've heard that people from one country traveling to another country could carry the virus. And I've tried to explain to you the difference in terms of clinical presentation between what was seen or what is seen in the Democratic Republic of Congo, that's in the Congo Basin, and what is seen around our own environment here in West Africa, and what is circulating globally.
Yeah, I just want to ask if somebody is infected by monkeypox and it is not yet evident in those hard stuff that we saw on the video, is it possible for it to be transmitted?
Yes. When you say it is not evident, what do you mean? You cannot tell. And the rashes are not just one or two. They're usually many. And one of the things I was trying to explain, and let me repeat again, is the presentation of the rashes of this particular disease. They appear even on the palm and on the sole of the feet, which is not common with measles, for example, which is also caused by a virus. Okay. Now, when the ones that start from the face may have reached the level where they are breaking, they are producing water and pus, the new ones may not have. So when you say recognized...
Can I be seen like this and I have monkeypox? That is, I don't have anything on my body yet, but I have fever and all of that.
No.
It's not possible.
No.
So those things are signs for you to know.
No.
That, okay.
If it's not only fever that is a symptom of it, the rashes are even more important than the fever.
So that is very evident that something is going on somewhere.
Yes.
So now we know the variety that we have in the different parts of the world. How do we take steps to how do we manage it? How do we run away from the infection? Is it through personal hygiene, or what do we do?
Yeah. One, since you mentioned personal hygiene, let's take off from there.
Okay.
We need to wash our hands as frequently as possible. If, for example, you have monkeypox or mpox, and you put your hands on the table, right? The body fluid, the sweat and so on from your body could be left on the table. If I come and I put my hand on the same table and then take it to my body, I would get the virus. I could be infected.
So we clean our surfaces.
There's a need to wash hands as frequently as possible. And in a situation where somebody has been known to be infected, there's a need to disinfect using disinfectants. Clean the surfaces, wash the clothes very well, iron them in order so that you kill the virus. Make sure that there's no person-to-person contact with that person, and that you're not too close to the person, because it can also spread by droplets.
So should the person infected be isolated, let's say in a home?
Yes.
If you can isolate the person to a space?
Yes. It's not you can, you must.
Okay. Isolation is
mandatory.
Advised.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to isolate the person. Otherwise, every other person in the family would eventually get it. So as soon as you see somebody with fever, with rashes, And please listen very carefully. The rashes in this case usually will start from the face, from the trunk, the neck, the shoulder, and then on. And then you will see them in the palm and the sole of the feet, which is very classical of this particular disease. When you see that, make sure that this person does not come in contact with any other person. Put the person in a separate room where he or she is by himself and report to the nearest health facility.
Okay.
By the way, let me go back and repeat. If you come down with fever and rashes right now, for example, do not wait. Do not say, let me wait and see what it will look like, and whether the rashes will appear on my palm, on my sole, or on the rest of my body. Go to the health facility as soon as possible so that they can manage you.
Is there any way of preventing the disease?
Yes.
How?
Yes. Well, first of all, from what I just said, if you know somebody who has been infected or any animal that has been infected, you keep away from that. If somebody has been infected, you should not use the same clothing, towel, bed sheets, or anything with that person. If the person has touched any surface, you must make sure that that surface is disinfected before any other person comes to touch it. There's a vaccine for this virus.
Yeah.
But the most important step to prevent it is not vaccine. The most important step is to, 1, look out for it. 2, avoid the person. 3, maintain personal hygiene. Because even if the vaccine comes now, for example, it will not be everybody that can get the vaccine. It's not possible. And then, even if you are given the vaccine, it takes some time for the vaccine for you to be protected.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for coming to enlighten us on this all-important public health emergency. I hope people are at home are listening and they are viewing. What is being said here is that our personal hygiene is very, very key to controlling the spread of monkeypox. Be clean and also disinfect surfaces around your house. In case there's somebody that has it in your space, isolate the person and start managing the health condition, the hygiene condition of members of that family. Thank you very much, Dr. Eboja, for joining us on this show.
They should report to the nearest health facility, not manage it at home.
He's very, very, okay. The thing is, go to the nearest health facility for help.
Yes, report any case that you have.
And report any case that you find.
Very important.
Dr. Eboja says so. That's a specialist. Go to a health facility if you find somebody in your family that has it. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going on now to the next segment of the program. And the health personality of the week for us is Professor Mohammed Ali Pate. That is our Minister of Health and Social Welfare. He's a well-renowned public health expert that is contributing to the health care of the citizenry of Nigeria. He is our health personality of the week. Dr. Ali Pate, please. Dr. Ali Pate. Professor Ali Pate, we thank you so much for all the contributions you've done to the global health world space, global health space. For us in Nigeria, like I said, and I always say when I hear his name, is the rollout of the HPV vaccine for our children between the ages of 9 and 14. We will never forget him. He made it possible weeks after he got into our ministry. Don't forget also that we live in the tropics, and because we want to enhance the environment, use the environment to enhance our health, we'll be going to our Man Friday for phytohealth medicine, Professor Ben Amadou.
Diabetes has been a major problem worldwide. It is a chronic metabolic disease characterized by increase in the blood level of sugar that usually leads to the damage to the eye, kidney, heart, nerves, and blood vessels. It has become a major issue all over the world. And we usually have type 1 diabetes and type 2. Type 2 is mostly in the adults, where they become not very sensitive again to insulin, or they don't even produce enough insulin, the isolate of Langerhans, and usually it's managed. However, we also have diabetes type 1, which we call juvenile diabetes, more in the children. They are born with as a result of some genetic issues. The type 2 are well managed by drugs. However, in the natural medicine parlance, we have very unique ways of managing them naturally. And that is how we have been able to bring up for registration the DAPS 1, DAPS 2, SAPA 5 group of natural medicine. One situation is a little bit difficult since it's a genetic issue, but that notwithstanding, both type 1 and type 2 are well managed. And while I give thumb up for the natural medicine, it takes care of all issues relating to diabetic complications. As of now, 422 million people are affected by diabetics worldwide. Diabetics, but that has gone up now to about 2 million people, including kidney diseases. That is diabetics and kidney diseases, qualifying for 2 million people. In the natural medical balance, it is now possible to resolve all the issues relating to diabetics, issues of complication, issues of small penile system, issues of non-performance for married couples whose husbands have diabetics as a result of some hormonal imbalances. As a matter of fact, the causes of diabetics, majorly hormonal imbalance, is one of the things that shoots out of diabetics. And once the treatment is on and the hormones are being able to be balanced, you find the sugar level going down. You find the men that are having issues of quick ejaculation as a result of the use of synthetic medicines responding very well. And then issues of even getting leaner and some other complications of the eye and other related issues are also taken care of.
We have come to the end of our program this weekend, and there's a repeat broadcast at 8:05 on Monday. Join us on NTA on DSTV channel 419, and you can view this program again for the rest of the day. I wish you enjoy our programs, but we want you to note that monkeypox is very, very prevalent, and make sure that you take care of all the advice that we've given you today. We thank you for joining us. My name is Salome Eferemo. Thank you.